now. You'd be delighted to hear this all very interactive. This is where you all get very shy and I don't know how this might run or how it might feel, but this will get you hopefully moving too as well. So what we want to do is talk about where we go next. What's our strategy for the next year, next couple of years, and we're going to do this in a number of 4 breakout groups. And we'll just go to the next slide. So group 1, and group 1 will be talking about how do we collectively support the work of CTAC. As you know, the National Cancer Trials Oversight Group report has 2 recommendations relating to CTAC, and one is to establish a clinical trials advisory group, CTAC, by Q1 2026 to implement the NCTOG recommendations. And the other one is that CTAC should manage the transition process required to oversee the establishment of a national clinical trials body by Q3 of next year. So the question for Group 1 is, how do we, as Cancer Trials Ireland, as a cancer trials community across Ireland, how do we collectively support the work of CTAC? So bear that particular question in mind, okay? Group 2, it was what capabilities must CTI strengthen or build, and that's really over the next 3 years, to make us more successful. Should it be greater internal collaboration across each of us in all our sites in Ireland? Should we have a stronger voice to government on behalf of our community? Do we need more public and patient involvement? You heard that earlier on. Or is it sustained multi-year funding? Or is it all of the above? So that's the question the group choose. What capabilities must CTI strengthen or build? And I think I'd like you to focus on 2 or 3 of those if you could. Group 3 is, how do we strengthen Ireland's position as a high-quality, high-trust clinical trials destination? Is it time to first patient or site initiation? Is it predictability over speed in our processes? Are we robust in that way? You heard earlier from the FDA inspection. Do we have a unified approach on our research strategies and our policies? So how do we strengthen PLC Ireland as a high-quality trial destination? And then Group 4 is, how do we expand our national research capacity and embed patient-focused innovation across our care pathways? Is it through PPI or patient-led research? Is workforce planning the key bit? Is it decentralized trials? You've heard a lot of discussion about patients having to travel long distances for trials or even receiving routine standard of care. So how do we, how do we expand? How do we make trials available to everywhere, no matter which county they live in Ireland? So those are our 4 questions. Now, how it's going to work is there are 4 notice boards. Ken, isn't that right? Ken's the back, going to tell us how this is going to work. Ken, you're not switched on yet, Ken? We are. Turned on.
Everyone has a colour on their badge. They're about to see a slide on the screen. If you go to the corner of the room that corresponds with your colour, and I will provide each group with sheets to facilitate their discussion. But green will be top left, yellow top right, blue back left, and red back right. And make a good mess with the chairs, and I'll hand out the flipboards now.
So if you look at your badge and work out where you need to go, and Ken, where the boards are, all outside, perfect. So take your badge. So note your colour. I'm red, and green is 1, obviously yellow 2, blue is 3, and 4 is red. So please go to your teams, and then we'll resume back. We want to resume back at we're saying 12:20 on the timetable, but let's make that 12:30. Okay, back here at 12:30.